Hello and welcome to Nailed It Intuition and Tarot. I am Torch and I want to thank you for visiting my channel. Today's reading is going to be about what spiritual help are we receiving from the Divine, the Most High at this time to help us with the accomplishment of our goals. So we're going to be focusing on spiritual help that we're getting right now to get us through whatever we might be experiencing. I want you all out there to know that you have the support from God, the Divine, however you receive the Most High in your life, our Creator, even your highest self, if that's what you believe. So that's what we're going to be doing today in this reading. The decks that I'm going to be using are the Zodiac Tarot, the Archangel Michael Oracle Cards and Guidebook from Doreen Virtue, the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn, and the Messages from the Universe. Please remember that all tarot readings are for intuitive messages, and intuitive messages are for entertainment purposes only. You do have your own intuition, so always use your common sense and judgment and your own discernment and wisdom. You have free will and you're never under any force, coercion, or spell because of viewing my content. So please take what resonates and just disregard, let go what does not. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the cards where I bless the reading and open up the space. So at this time, I am calling on the presence of the Most High Creator living within us and permeating all of creation and consciousness to join me now. I welcome you and your holy ones of the highest vibration into this space. Any energies or entities not as mentioned are not welcome here and must leave now. Our souls have a plan. And through this reading, may obstacles to our soul's plan be removed so that we can shine our brightest light out into the world. And may the roads which lead to the manifestation of our highest path be now open and swift. Please guide the understanding of those listening to receive only what is meant for them without perversion. And may my understanding and speech be plain and clear so that only what is needed to bring peace, wisdom, truth, and confidence is spoken. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start off with the Oracle card deck, and then we'll get into the energy. This will give us a high level of the spiritual help. We'll get into some details with the Zodiac Tarot, and then we'll conclude with some messages from the universe. All right, just set this to the side. Oh, please show us clearly what spiritual help that we are receiving from the universe at this time, knowing that the universe is inside of us, within us, around us, everywhere. All is the same, as above, so below. And thank you. We are so grateful. We are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Please give us wisdom and guidance for what we need to know. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for living within us. All right. Just make sure I'm positioning these cards correctly. All right, so the cards that we have here is the Enlightenment card. Enlightenment. And from the Archangel Michael deck, it is admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. So I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. So it sounds like we're getting some courage and strength to be enlightened about ourselves and to face up to some truth of who we are, the truth of us. Because maybe there may have been some difficulty admitting that. So already I'm getting that the support that we're getting is like grace, patience, soothing, calming energy, so that when we accept this truth about ourselves, which might be hard or difficult to admit to, because sometimes when we miss the mark in life, it can be hard, easier to blame others than it is to look within ourselves. And so it seems like the divine is giving us some support so that when we do take a a hard pill, a hard swallow to actually look at ourselves. We are doing it in a compassion and loving and courageous way. Okay, so I'm going to look up the enlightenment card to see what the message is here. Okay. So when this card shows up in a reading, it says, enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of the self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself. You have so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding. The sky is the limit. This card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into a time of expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good, for most certainly they are. So this is beautiful. And I'm feeling this as like some type of like subconscious energy, because we have like a lot of darkness existing on this card, and then like this flash coming through. This looks like the sail of a boat, maybe that got struck by lightning or something like that. And so what I like about this is, you know, when we're in a dark space, even mentally, and that doesn't necessarily mean depression. It just means that there's things hidden in the darkness that are impacting what we're doing, and we don't know. We can't see what those things are. So a lot of times this can happen subconsciously. You know, a lot of times I think about like, so if you're sitting at a table, like I'm sitting at this table right now, I can't see what my feet are doing, but they are definitely doing something, okay? And so if what's above the table reflects like the conscious mind, and what is below the table reflects like the subconscious mind, there's some stuff going on in your subconscious that wants to come up, wants to be seen. And so I feel like it's going to come up. And so that's great. It's like this enlightenment is nigh. It's like on the precipice. It's about to reveal itself. And so the support that you're getting at this time is that when this information does come through, when it is revealed to you, you are going to have what you need to take it with grace, and to make the changes that you need in order to integrate it into yourself. All right, so this is the Admit the Truth card from the Archangel Michael deck. You've drawn this card because there is an important feeling that you've been trying to ignore. Yet as you push it aside, this feeling urges you to be honest with yourself. Archangel Michael says that facing this truth will be healing, and it will give you the direction and guidance that you seek. You've tried to disregard your inner urging because you're worried about making the life changes. Archangel Michael reassures you that he is guiding you and making sure that your needs are met and your relationships stay healthy. So possible specific meanings: heal or leave an unhealthy situation, do not compromise, face your fears, and hold loving thoughts about yourself in this situation. So I love that. All right, I'm going to put these to the side, and we'll go ahead and get into the tarot to see exactly what additional information we can get about what's trying to come up or and be revealed, and then also about how the divine is supporting us in this. So, thank you. Sorry, when the energy hits me sometimes, I really just have to kind of take a deep breath and sigh it out at times. That card that flipped over was the 8 of Wands. Okay. Some of these cards are like just on the verge of coming out, so I'm just taking them. I usually like to wait until they flip out of the deck or completely flip over inside the deck, but they were just like right on the edge. I wonder if there's a meaning for that. Right on the edge. I feel like you're right on the edge. Wow, just as I said that. Whew. Those cards flew out. Okay. So what we have here is the 8 of Wands. Oh, my voice is shaking. The Hermit card. The King of Cups. the 9 of Swords. Okay, and I'm going to sit these down here and just get into the energy that we have on the table. So give me a moment. Yeah, this 8 of Wands sitting next to the Hermit card, you know, I'm getting the feeling that like there's already been signals here. Like I just see the divine like sending you signals. Okay, like this, you know, this is what I want you to see. Like I'm gonna, you know, all 8 of these wands, like I'm gonna send it in a billboard, I'm gonna send it in a song, I'm gonna send it in a text message. Somebody in your family's gonna mention it. You're gonna be watching a TV show or a movie and somebody's gonna, you know, like there's all these ways that the divine is trying to send you signals like, hey, I need you to look at this. I need you to look at this. So this is help because it's gonna help it to come out and be seen. And I also see that like, the divine is helping because there's not a lot going on around you right now with this Hermit card. Like we see the Hermit alone in a forest, alone in a forest with a light there. And I feel like you're not missing any of these signals that the divine is sending you. Like you're seeing them. You're seeing them. Okay. But with the King of Cups here, one thing about the King of Cups, like they are aware of their emotions, but they don't always show them. So like you're getting these signals. But I feel like you're not really prepared at this time to see, to feel it. Okay. It's like you're aware of the feelings, and the feelings are bringing up some worries, some fears, some insecurities, and like, oh no, it's like, it can't be this, it can't be that. Like, I feel this energy is like, whatever the worst possible thing that you think it is about yourself is what is being signaled to you in this, that the divine is sending you. Okay, so there already is some grace happening here, because if this 9 of Wands is being experienced, I'm sorry, this 9 of Swords is being experienced, and like it's really troubling you or like nagging at your spirit, keeping you up at night, waking up in the middle of the night, like I can't get back to sleep, or like giving you headaches or migraines, or just like tormenting your mental space in a way, making you very anxious or nervous. You know, the divine is offering this cup to you. Like they're there, like, you know, you're ready for this, you can take it, so that you can take a level of emotional maturity in dealing with these thoughts. You know, so this is grace to me. This is support. There's something else I want to say about this, but it's also like you got this. Like you got this. You can look at it. Like there's a level of maturity here that I feel about trying to really understand what emotion are these thoughts coming from, or, you know, if the emotion is felt, if these are triggers in these 8 wands, like when you get that trigger, what belief is that bringing up to you? But I feel that you know, there might be the tendency to take it the wrong way. Like maybe I'm not as healed as I thought. Maybe I'm not as mature as I thought. Maybe I don't have it together as well as I thought I did. But like the support here is that, hey, they're there. Like you don't have to, you know, let's try and look at this differently. Like, you know, take this information as data. You know, because we can get caught up in a loop with emotions a lot of time, but this is how our spirits speak to us. Emotions, feelings are the language of our soul, are the language of our intuition sometimes even. So if you have the feeling, that is your soul speaking to you. It doesn't mean that that feeling is your reality. You know, it just means that, oh, wait, you know, I feel nervous. Let me breathe into this. Where is this coming from? What am I worried about? You know, so there's a very intelligent way, like when you feel things, or when like the worst possible scenario, you know, like maybe I'm not as worthy as I thought. Maybe I'm not as valuable. Like when these things happen, there's a methodical way and an emotionally intelligent way that you can approach. Okay, I'll say approach, that you can take when you're experiencing these feelings, so that they don't overwhelm you. But initially, they gotta rush in, right? It has to come, it has to be revealed, and you have to be in such a state where you are receptive to that. So I feel like, you know, it's like if you're dealing with some internal rearranging, it's a blessing when life is not falling apart around you. So like everything at work is okay, everything with the kids is okay, everything with my finances is okay. I just have some stable space and time to actually go within and deal with this as it's coming up for me. And so if you feel like you're in a bit of a cocoon right now, or that, like, again, there's not much going on in the environment, things seem quiet, things seem stable, this is the perfect space for these messages, for you to be still enough for these messages to start to come in, for you to even have the awareness, like when you heard that song, when you got that text message, which one of these swords did it bring up in you? Because if you're too busy and you're doing things, you know, you're going to miss it, or you're just going to like, oh, and keep moving, you know, and you're going to disregard it. So I feel that, you know, the divine is creating a space like for you to actually see it, and for these, oh, I was about to say germs, okay? For these thought beliefs and patterns and rhythms that you have to come to the surface so that you can actually deal with them. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Seven of Cups. Oh boy. I've only done a few readings on this channel so far, and it seems like this Seven of Cups has shown up in about half of them. And I feel that what this Seven of Cups is saying, that you have choices to make. And I believe that the divine is helping you to see like what choices that you had, that maybe you made in the past when you felt this Nine of Swords energy, and you've got a second chance to come up with a different judgment about it. You don't have to do what you did before. So whatever habits, whatever ways to soothe yourself, or maybe it was even going into some depression, using this isolation and just like keeping it away from, you know, keeping other people away from you and things like that. Like, you're getting a second chance to really take a good look at yourself so that you can come into a different realization of how you are valued, how you should be valuing yourself. This pentacle is worth more than you think it is. This is the same pentacle that's in the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and now we have the King of Pentacles. So if before this pentacle was presenting as just an ace, it wasn't really materialized. Or if this was just a page where, you know, it's like a child having $1 million and, you know, all you want to do with it is buy toys. You know what I mean? It's like taking that pinnacle and like, what do you want to do with that $1 million self now? You know, it's a different experience dealing with money. And I'm just using that as an analogy, as a metaphor. When you're a child versus when you're a grown up. And when you really know how to handle yourself and handle your money, and you know how to prioritize, and you can even like take that pinnacle and multiply it. Okay, I'm thinking about that story of like the prodigal son, where like 3 sons got pinnacles, let's say, and like one son like buried the pinnacle under the ground because they were scared to use it, and then the other one like went out and bought something that, you know, was just buying something, okay? And then the other one, and I could be telling this totally wrong, but I just want my point to get across. And the other one like went and invested it and like multiplied the pinnacles. This is the difference. This is the one who's multiplying those pinnacles. Okay, you're not burying it in the sun. You're not scared of losing it. You know, you're not just wasting it on meaningless things. Okay, and you're redefining the belief the beliefs that you hold about your value and what makes you special and different and unique and a treasure. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Six of Wands. So this is guaranteed success. There's going to be victory in this. There's going to be an outcome. There might even be some people in your environment. Oh, in abundance. Look at that. Oh, whew. I love it when the cards just say what I've been saying, kind of confirmation for me. And this says, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. So I feel like this has been a long time coming for you. And you've been turning this fear, you know, like I see the Nine of Swords. I know the devil is lurking somewhere, okay? Because something has had a hold on you. Something has had some power over you, that its time is up. You're in a position now where you can do the hard work, you can do the hard healing, and you can come out with a brand new, fresh perspective, like we see here in the Judgment card, to be reborn and start to move and do and behave how you were always meant to do that. This is how the divine is helping you right now. So if there's something that has been coming up for you that you have had a hard time sitting with, journaling about, automatic writing about, crying about, maybe just really feeling it, go ahead and do it. You have nothing to be afraid of. You have nothing to be afraid of. And it does take courage and it does take bravery. But you're being supported in this. And the divine is ensuring a successful outcome. This is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and plot twists. Blessings are coming. There's going to be a reward for this hard work that you're doing, for finally admitting the truth to yourself, being honest. You know, whenever we take a jump like that and we shapeshift and we enter a new timeline like that, like our hard work does not go unnoticed by the divine. You may not see it anywhere else, but boy, the Most High within you, your higher self, like with that new vibration in you, the part of you that's been liberated from these troublesome beliefs, that's been liberated from that devil energy, that's been liberated from whatever you've been allowing to take control over you. Once you are able to shed that weight and come out fresh, resurrected, reborn, there's going to be blessings for that new level. Okay? This is happening for a reason. There's things that have been assigned to your life, people, places that you are meant to impact, that you are meant to have. And you're not going to get there carrying this old weight and this old baggage. There's a lot of stuff that you've been praying for, in fact, that you want for yourself. And the divine is saying, you cannot carry this fear, what controls you, what has power over you. Like the power is in you. You can't carry that old stuff into a new season. And so the divine is providing some space and grace for you to admit this to yourself, and so that you can step into your new timeline and get what's coming to you, because it's been long overdue. So I want to thank you so much for coming to this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like my readings, you like this content. I would love to keep this going for you. And until next time, take really good care of yourselves, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.